What's up, y'all? It's your girl, J. Renee with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This afternoon, we got a brother on the phone by the name of Clifton Jackson. He has a platform that I think y'all definitely need to know about. So we're going to talk to him about that and about the things that he got going on and what the future holds. So without further ado, what's up, bro? Good afternoon.
Yes. How you doing, Miss J. Renee? Thank you for having me.
For sure. Thank you for being here. We're going to jump right into it, okay? So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Let's go.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from.
My name is Clifton Jackson. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I was raised on the east side. I migrated to Detroit for some time, but I always took it back home. I'm somebody. I'm from the streets. I'm real. I'm from the approach. I'm approachable. I'm real.
Right.
I've made my mistakes. In fact, to be honest, a part of a dynamic was about Oyezzz was I wanted to represent all of us who made mistakes with their children's coming to jail, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Some even falling victim to drugs in the streets. You know what I mean? That's where I come from. So when we were judged, we're not judged by the fiend side or the money getting side. We all looked at as losers. So coming from there, that's who I represent the most. That's who I relate to the most. So you can put two and two together.
All right, for sure.
Oh, yes.
So let me ask you, when it comes to New York, a lot of times people think about the boroughs and things like that, but you say you're from Buffalo. So how was it growing up in Buffalo? Not many people know much about it.
Buffalo, first and foremost, is the second largest city in the state of New York. Buffalo boroughs are Buffalo, Syracuse, Niagara Falls, Rochester, and we have a bunch of little surrounding towns. We're Western New York. We're basically the corridor to the Midwest. Buffalo is just as swift as the New York City, and everybody think what they're to be. Our slang is a little bit different. We talk more Western, but the opportunities is there, and it's built around a whole bunch of innovators.
Okay.
Just trying to find their way, like Prison Riot and Oyezzz.
Okay. So, I know that you are currently incarcerated. How long have you been incarcerated?
Approaching a little more or less than 9 years now, illegally incarcerated in the state of Ohio.
Okay.
The whole platform was generated off of me fighting this illegal conviction.
Mm-hmm. And
the platform that I created for myself is what I created for everybody else worldwide. It's called the Oyezzz Press, ITL, via the link in the bio, Oyezzz.com, etc. So I'm 2 years to the door, and I launched Oyezzz in 19, and I'm basically giving myself a jump start, giving myself all the opportunities that I know the streets is not going to give me.
Right.
I know nobody is not going to give me. So, and by everything being on internet now, and whichever way, some people like social media, some people don't, but you're using that internet for sure. That's where everything is at, especially from the outside looking in, dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. Everybody who had a physical place, they, lost pretty much. But everybody who was situated online, not only did they maintain, they enjoy record profits. So the internet is the place to be. So I created the Oyezzz Press, the Oyezzz.
All right, so tell people how it's spelled, and then tell people where it came from. What does it mean?
Oyezzz means open your eyes. When Oyezz's original title was openyoureyes.com. My nephew got on me, and he was shorten the characters. So I went with OYE, and that big tech giants had it. So I just started adding Z's. The third Z became mine, trademark, et cetera, et cetera. So That's where Oyezzz derived from. Again, it means open your eyes. And that's how it came about.
All right. So tell us, like, so let's go a little bit more in detail for some of the things that you do and what you have on your platform. So I know that your platform is, be a vehicle and a voice for those that don't have a voice or might not have a voice. So, like, explain some of the things that you share.
Okay. What I encourage is for everybody to simply share their story. And this will create a community where everybody can learn from everybody else's situations. We've all been violated, black and brown, in so many ways that we've normalized it and we learn to deal with it instead of deal with it. So I encourage people to put their stories. So there's so many things that happen to you being a color sister, and you have your stories, as well as people wanting to hear my stories. My story is highlighted. The dash cam video, clicking on them links of the bombshell story, it'll walk you through on the website step by step. But I try not to speak about my stories. I encourage people to put their stories. And more importantly, being we're in a day and age where people don't like to read as much. It is what it is. But don't wait till all these violations that we know all too well. We live them. It's not about a story. We know them all too well. Don't wait to pay that attention when it hit home. All we need is exposure. That's what Oyezzz is about. So in sharing our stories, we're on a platform that's being magnified by the bigger picture, the bigger world out there looking. Listen, we dealing with, in my opinion, we dealing with Obama just leaving office. Set records across the board. At the same time, he made some mistakes too. But today, look at the state of politics. It's just blatant now, especially after the Floyd killing. So there are so many nonviolent convictions in prisons that's being exploited and overlooked because of high-profile cases. Now, it's not about hating on a high-profile case because you're stuck in, and it's not the hate or the doubt going the other way. All of this need to be exposed. Right. Because what's really, really being exposed right now is the laws that apply to us don't apply to thee. Okay, yeah, the laws that apply to us don't apply to thee. Just look what everything that's going on with Trump and his GOP. Following the whole process. Now, me, personally, I follow the Dems. I like some of the things that the Republicans doing, but the politician world don't affect my community. Don't affect my black and brown community. We only reap the benefits of the scraping. But sitting in jail, point being, sitting in jail, there are so many nonviolent convictions that some are even doing upwards to life. And these people are out here in deep conspiracies, top secret stuff, and here we are labeled major drug offenders for petty amounts of drugs and sentenced accordingly. So that dynamic is what I pay attention to. That's a dynamic that motivates me and the need for Oyezzz. Because we hear about bigger cases when they happen, but what about those who are lost in the system, don't know how to read, don't have no help, don't have any resources, et cetera, what about them? So we can't forget about them. That's what the platform Oyezzz is about.
Most definitely. It's a platform that's needed. Yeah, it's definitely needed and appreciated. I know for sure it's definitely appreciated. How can the people connect with you? Like, how do they link up?
On the gram or any part of social media, be it Oyezzz.com, go to the website, the contact info. It gives you this footsteps to follow me or to get at me directly via JPay. And there's also info.oyezzz@gmail.com for any outside of direct relations, for indirect ways to get at me. So that's the easiest way. That link in the bio. Follow me on social media.
Facts.
That link in the bio.
Most
Contact
definitely.
info.
Do you have any gems you want to leave us with?
Just keep, every day, society, especially my black and brown brothers and sisters, but I also like, our other cultures that deal with us and support us. We support them as well. Just start to understand and learn your net worth more and respect it. We living in a day and age, but at the same time, learning your net worth. Don't be afraid to reach back and just share a post. Do the little things, because it's the little things that blossoms into the major things.
Mm-hmm.
We all need each other. People need people. So if I can, that's the best gem that I can give, and everybody can grow from there, because we all ingredients of greatness. Every last one of us. Every last one of us. It's hard to hate every day. That's a job. Who wants that job? At the same time, we're trying to survive too, so we know the realities that we're dealing with. And that's coming from somebody who made plenty of mistakes, who was defined as nothing, told he was never going to be nothing, but stop it. Tell me I can, I show you I will. Tell me I can't, I show you I can. Oyezzz. Follow me on social media. I appreciate all the love and support. Everybody do you. And inbox me, let me know how I can help you. That's what it's all about. We all need each other. Shout out, lastly, #FreeShotCanBio. Shout out to everything that he got going on. Shout out to Kwame and his platform, his whole entire Prison Riot family. I love what y'all doing. And anyway, I'm supporting you guys the same way as I appreciate this interview. We all need each other. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.